Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with Fishing Planet, the beginner series, and it has been a little while since I've been back since the event of the 4th of July, and I do want to apologize. I have been not able to record much of anything for a while. My wife has been in the hospital, and she had fallen and broke her arm, and when she had gone in to have it fixed, the anesthesiologist made a mistake or something, apparently, because he was trying to do a nerve block on her, and he stopped her heart. He stopped her breathing. He basically paralyzed her diaphragm, and they had to start performing CPR. She was actually dead on the table for 2 minutes. So I have been out of the picture for days, and I just wanted you guys to know that's where the holdup has been. It's been crazy. It happened last week. She's been in the hospital ever since. They finally were able to fix her elbow today. Finally, get it fixed. And she didn't die this time, for God's sakes. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. I swear to God. Anyway, that's been my past week and a half. But anyway, we are going to get back to this. We are going to go in here and try to do the Lesni Vila Trial Mission. Now, I was going to do that in the original series, but apparently I have been as I had been fishing, I completed it without trying. But this one, and the new one, I can do that, and looks like it's still got everything I need to catch. I still need to get Northern Pike, European Perch. The good thing is that now I know where to find them. So that's a good thing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and track that mission. I did want to let you know that I am going to be putting some new gear in here because I just purchased a much better tackle box. This is the original tackle box you start with. The new one will hold something like 10 tackles, so twice as much. And that's a good thing, because I'm getting tired of having to go back and forth on stuff. Let me see here. Here it is. I've got the handy tackle box. We're going to replace that with that. Still got the rod holder. I'm not sure but if I can get a better rod holder or not. I don't like that one all that much, but we shouldn't need it for this. I'm going to go ahead and make some repairs too while we're here. Otherwise, I'd have to get repair kits. Yeah, we'll repair that. We'll repair that. I don't know how in the world you damage all this stuff, but apparently you do. Anyway, we got that fixed. We got the new tackle box. I'm going to buy a new fish keeper, but not until I level up to 18, because there's going to be one made available. It's going to be even better. Now, I think I've got everything. I'm going to go ahead and go to my inventory, to home. Since I have more tackle spots now, I'm going to move some of these others that I'd like to be able to use that I haven't been able to do so. I'm going to move, just recently purchased the maggots and the pinkies, because this is the ideal place to use them. The bread with honey. Just in case. I think everything else we can do without. I don't know if we need any of these that might help us. Yeah, we have some nano spinners in our inventory in our backpack, so I don't think we're going to necessarily need it. But this one, I might go ahead and throw in there. It's a regular spinner. Yeah, I think we have enough casting spoons and everything to make it work. Yeah, I think we're good, guys. Alright. So let's go ahead and we are going to go to the licenses, and I'm going to go ahead and buy the license. I've got 45 bait coins that I've earned, and I'm going to buy a advanced check license. Normally I wouldn't have done that for 15, but the reason I'm doing that is because they've improved Lesni Vila so much that it's actually going to be a really cool place to keep going to now. Yeah, before it was kind of boring, to be honest, but now they have 2 unique species here. They've added a bunch of species that were not here before. There was only like maybe 10, 12 species here, types, but they added common bleak. They've added common rude, I'm not sure if that's pronounced right. They added the European weatherfish, and that's the first unique we see. They've added eyed. They upsized Northern Pike. They used to be just young Northern Pike. Now they got common ones here too. Now the Prussian carp comes in a unique size. They've added round gobies. And I think the gudgeon. Did I miss that? Yeah, here it is, the gudgeon. So they've added a whole bunch of new stuff, and the whole look of the place has changed. So for new players, they're not going to notice anything changes, but for us old timers here, this is really, really cool stuff going on here. Alright, now from the map it kind of looks the same like it used to, but trust me, this is not the old map. Yeah, the shape's the same, but they've really added some extras to it that made it so much better. Let me see here. I'm going to go to a private room just to make sure. And we'll run in here and I'll show you some of the changes that have occurred. First of all, there's a lot more detail. They've got docks now, not just dirt mounds. It actually looks bigger. And they've got islands out in it now. Now you can't get on a boat here, but they now have a little island that you can actually, I think you can actually get on to the island if I'm not mistaken. They've got a lot of more cover added, a lot more lily pads. They have like a down tree here, which is really awesome. And that's where we're going to be fishing there here in a minute. Now I've got a really good spot for eyed. I managed to find a great spot for eyed. Yeah, there's a lot more cover, as you can see. You got stumps and stick-ups and all kinds of good stuff to make this experience even better than it used to be. Whoa. Yeah, I'm trying to do this recording. My wife is actually in recovery right now, so she's going to be in there for about an hour and a half, so I thought I'd go ahead and record because I have just kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs. But anyway, there's the island that's out in the middle of the lake, and that's a great bleak spot to catch bleak. I'm trying to remember where that one island is that you can walk out on. I thought it was here. Yeah, there's the gazebo, and that's where we talked to the dude. Okay, the island that you walk out on is over here. I thought it was that big one. But yeah, there's that big island over there, and some things haven't changed. There's still that house, and there's still the bike leaning up against the fence. But instead of bushes, they've got actual trees. I'm going to walk over here and show you the island that you can actually walk out on. Yeah, I don't know if you can catch anything over here or not. I haven't tried it yet, but you may be able to. They have made things like that a lot more accessible for fishing. Here it is. Yeah, you can come out here and fish off this little island here, which is awesome. Yeah, the otter, they tend to be out in the middle more. And if I remember correctly, I'm over here. If you fish across these deep areas, you're gonna get them. Now, where I got them last time, I believe I was right here on the other side. Let me see here. And that's what it's called, the other side. But for pike, we're going to have to go in over here, because that is where I had run into them the most often, and the bleak is right over there if you want to get them. We're going to see if we can't get a pike first. Might also get a perch, because they're here too. Now, I'm probably going to be using float fishing for this. So let's go ahead and pull out a gear. We're going to get some small minnows. You need about a 1/0 hook. And we're going to try... Wait a minute. I thought I had a float rod here. Here it is. 2/0 might work too. I haven't tried that. But you need to cast like right next to that tree. Seems to be the best spot. In fact, if the closer you can get into it, you can get, the better. See? They're right there. Hold on, let me check the time of day first. We could be in a non-peak time here. Not too bad. We should be alright. Okay, let me get a little bit further into the tree there. Now, all we need is a Northern Pike. It doesn't indicate any particular size. Just look at the swell. So something is there. That's how you know. And we're getting a bite. And there we go. And it's a young one, but it is one. But this is the best spot to catch the common size too, guys. Without a doubt. I'm going to keep him. And I need to catch a European perch. Now them, you can pretty much catch them anywhere. There is really no... I really couldn't say there's an actual hotspot because they seem to just be every darn where. But I am going to go to the Ide hotspot because when I was there I did catch perch too. And I think it was right here at the gazebo in the woods. But it's either there or at the other side. I'm not sure. Let me check here. I'll know it when I see it. No, I don't think that was it. Let me see here. Okay, so we're at the gazebo in the woods. Was it here? Ryabarsky Demov? I'm probably mispronouncing that terribly. Yes, it was here. Okay, we gotta go over here to this. Yep, and you gotta cast this direction. Because if we look at the map here, there is some deep spots right there. I'm going to actually go ahead and mark that last fish just so that we have that. But it's pretty obvious. I mean, you look for the down tree, you know? Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and place a marker right here. Even though there's no fish data, it's going to tell me where I need to cast. And we're going to use not a bottom rod. Oh, I still have a mini bass jig on here? Well, that was a waste. Yeah, mini bass jigs are probably not going to work very well here. But these nano spinners will. Let's see. We'll try a regular spinner, because I think that will get their attention. If not, we'll try the barbless. One of the reasons I can get a bigger cast with this than I can the 16th ounce. A lot of activity over here. Now we use a stop and go retrieve. Try to get 3 dots if you can. The only thing is, I'm not real happy with that color. Let me see if there's anything in here that might be better. Yeah, the colorful one would be better, but I don't want to use the bait goings for it. I don't think I have a one. Yeah, I do not have a 1/8 ounce. This would be better right here. This 1/8 ounce nano spinner. Definitely get their attention. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Just want to get one. Ah, shoot, I don't have enough room. Never mind, we're going to have to go with something else. Let's try... Well, we could try the barbless spinner. I think the eye will also go for casting spoons. Let me make sure that. I know they will go for... No, they'll go for spinners too. Let's see here. Eyed. Nope, they will not. So we need to go either nano spoons or nano spinners. We do have nano spinners here. Let's try that. That one will stand out a little bit better. I just wish it was a little bit heavier. When I was doing my original series, I was able to get a bigger cast with this very same rod. Let it fall all the way to the bottom. Might take a while. It's a pretty light lure. Okay. Alright, we got something here. This could be our perch, which it is. Alright, we got another one. Doesn't seem big enough to be an eye, though. Probably another perch. Yep, regular size. Let's try a little bit further this way this time. Yeah, when I caught the eye the last time, I caught one off of a barbless nano spinner, but it was like a 1/3 ounce or something like that. It was decent size. It wasn't 1/8. It was much bigger. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and go back and try to switch out some of these lures, because I am just not getting the eye's attention like I did when I was in my original game. I think it's because these lures are just a little too small to get their attention. That is always possible. So let's go ahead and leave. We'll go back in here and switch things up a little bit. Alright, let's go to our inventory. Let's see, like I said, I don't know why I still had this mini bass jig. I guess I just missed it. Let me see if I have a better spinner to use. Well, we do have nano spoons here that are useful. And the barbless nano spoons. Let's go ahead and put that one in there. Let's put this down here and use the larger nano spinner, but I think I might buy the bright one also. Let's see here. We've got, yeah, this one I like best as far as coloration goes, but I think we need a much bigger one. Oh gosh, they're 5. Really? Oh darn it. Yeah, they cost some bucks. Yeah, this is what I wanted to get. I wanted to get a 1/4 ounce nano spoon here. Here it is. Let's see. I want to buy that. And I want to buy one of these narrow spoons. Alright, we're going to go back into our inventory because some of these things we may not need. We got the nano spinner in there, which is what I wanted. We're going to take out some of these. Yeah, this one I'm going to put back. Got 2 of these. One's a nano, one's barbless, and one's not. We're going to put that back also. Yeah, I'm going to put this 1/8 ounce in here. And in fact, I'm going to use it for that. And we're going to put the narrow spoons in there. I think we're going to do better if we use those for these guys. This I can put it in my home storage, honestly. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to have anything that I can't really use, and I don't want to have duplications if I don't have to. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good now. Let's go ahead and jump back in here. Now our travel cost is only 120, and we don't have to buy any licenses anymore. So we got the same kind of weather, apparently. Trying to decide if I should go to the other side. Yeah, let's try it where we were. I think we are going to need to advance time a little bit. Yeah, if we cast right across there, we should go right over that hole. Let's advance. No? That's actually pretty good. Well, it's 4 times 1 hour. Let's just give ourselves a little bit of a break. Now we got a little bit of sun out. Having a little bit of sun might help. Since this is heavier and bigger, it might be more attractive. Now, if it doesn't work, we'll try the narrow spoon. There we go, and I think we got what we're after. Oh yeah, we definitely got something. It's either that or it's a large pike. But I think we got us an eye because it's a little bit shiny. There he is. That's what we needed to do. We needed to upsize ourselves to a 1/8 ounce nano spinner. And with the yellow, it stands out a little bit better, especially on this cloudy day. But there he is, guys. I think that's the biggest fish in this map, honestly. I'm not sure, but it's either that or the... Why do I don't have my hat on? That's weird. I have it on. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to my hat. Usually this character wears a hat with a shark on it, so... And it's on her head, so I may just go back in there and take it off. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that is our eyed. Nice little fish. Trying to get the thing positioned. There we go. Well, sort of. Alright, there we go. That's much better. Now you can kind of get a real good look. I'm going to go ahead and get a picture. Alright. There's our last fish for the trial. We got us a barbless jig head, number 1, and another bait coin, and 1,500 cash. And we still need to do the feeder carp fishing for this one, so I did that with the original series. It went real easily, so that might be the one I do next, because we're already here. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will be back with another episode of Fishing Planet, the beginner series. So until then, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.